Libra, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave the rest, switch the rules if you have to. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't force it. If it's too confusing, it's not your reading. Libra, how does the person you're thinking about feel? Who am I picking up on? Six of Swords, they're moving on. They're at a distance. Some of you are in different countries. Somebody here, there's something about the ocean, something about boats, something about a cruise. I'm also getting cruise as in the car. What is that? It's a car brand. I can't even remember. Someone here may work in a dealership, may sell cars, may be buying a car soon. I'm just saying their general feelings is that they are trying to distance themselves this week. What are their intentions? Ten of Swords. This is an ending. This is an energy of healing, Libra. This person needs or wants to heal. This is someone who wants to pull. I actually, if it was reversed, I would say that they're wanting to heal actually, because the Ten of Swords, this is still pretty raw. I feel like they're still in the midst of accepting, processing. They're still some of you are dealing with someone who is still going through the motions in regarding to the ending of this connection, this situation, this betrayal. I feel like they haven't even begun to heal this person, Libra. What actions are they taking towards you? Some of you, their intentions are to leave. If this tarot is timeless, this is an energy of their intentions are to distance themselves, to leave, to end the situation. Actions, yeah, this is someone who they might be very rigid, Libra. It doesn't mean that what they say is the right thing, not at all, but their belief system. There's someone who's really hard to change their mind. I'm getting that you could also be dealing with someone who is moving on with another person, is getting married, is in a commitment with that Three of Swords. I'm seeing that their actions are to hurt you, betray you. Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. This is just very painful. I'm getting that they're gonna go with what they believe in, what they believe to be right, whatever. You could also be dealing with someone who's very religious, very righteous. Like, again, doesn't mean that they are right, but this is someone who, um, is definitely their intentions are to leave the situation. I do see some pain, a lot of, not even some, I see a lot of emotional pain. How do you feel about them, Libra? The Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So you do have a lot of feelings for them. You feel like they are a bit slower though. This is someone like this, someone who could have taken their sweet time. This could have been something that never even got fully off the ground for some of you. I feel like this is someone who is also chasing your love, chasing your warmth, because we see this Knight of Pentacles behind this Queen. And this Queen of Cups, even though Queen of Cups is the most nurturing, most loving, most empathic, I feel like in this particular deck, she's a little cold. She's very pale. I feel like she's had a lot, she's dealt with a lot. I feel like this is energy of this person may be continuously chasing you, trying to get something out of you in a way here. And I feel like you've turned your back on the situation, even though you love and you care for this person. I feel like a lot of you, you're just, focusing on things that make you feel good at this time. You're thinking of the good things and you do miss them. It's not like, it's not like you don't care about them, but I think you're just trying to take the good at this point. Give me more. How else do you feel about them, Libra? We have the King of Swords. You may feel like they're also very cold, very detached. Some of you could be dealing with two different people. I'm seeing a whole lot of people. I feel like right now, Libra, even though you're very, you're coming off as the Queen of Cups, I think you've detached from the situation. You're trying to look at it in a more rational way. Some of you have moved on, or you're trying to move on with another person here. Um, and we have the Page of Cups. Could be messages. This person could still be messaging you. But it's almost like it almost feels like Page of Cups and Five of Swords. It goes from sweet and loving. It's almost like that energy, like sometimes you'll miss someone, you almost like miss who you thought they could become. Does that make sense to somebody? And I feel like some of you may get into these moments where, you're longing for them, but then you quickly remember like everything you went through, like the resentment, the frustration. So it's really easy to snap out of that. A lot of you, like I said, you miss what it could have been. You miss who they could have become. You're missing something that um it almost for some of you it almost feels like a dream, or it feels like it could have even like an illusion to an extent. How do they view you? Seven of Swords, they view you as someone who, this could go different ways. They view you as someone that they don't trust, or someone who They know you don't trust them. They view you as someone who, the Seven of Swords is, it's unethical energy. It's lying, cheating, stealing. Someone who could have stolen from them, or they stole from you. And I don't mean just physical things. I mean like time, energy. They view you as someone who's also very strategic. You're definitely, um, you're really thinking about your moves. You're really thinking about what you say. You're not really just, you're really analyzing everything in the situation. You've become very detached and cold. Some of you are dealing with someone who is viewing you like that. How do you view them? How does a Libra view them? Two of Swords, you view them as confused. They can't make up their mind. You view them as someone who is holding back, as someone who also, um, they may need to apologize and they may not be doing it. You view them as someone who needs to make things right and they're stalling. Like literally, this is someone who, it's really hard for them to give 100% with that Four of Pentacles. Also, you view them as someone that you could have even blocked with that Two of Swords. Um, I do feel like sometimes, Libra, you may even get into your head like, did I do the right thing? If you blocked them, if you disconnected from them, but at the same time, you view them as someone that you could even be holding back from now with that Four of Pentacles. You don't want to give to this situation at this time. Some of you, I'm hearing this is just chat. I feel like I've given too much. I've given too much. Someone here feels like that. What is the outcome between you two this week? Six of Cup. Okay, so there will be some type of reunion or some type of reconciliation. There, the Six of Cups is, even if it doesn't happen, there's the idea of being together. I see you guys thinking about each other this week, but it is such a burden with that Ten of Wands. Someone has a heavy chip on their shoulder. I do see you guys missing each other. Tell me about the Six of Cups, the Tower. Yep, this is an ending, and the Five of Swords. It's like what I said before, that feeling of missing, of longing, of wanting to talk to the other, but then realizing like, no, this person just put me through hell. No, there's so much frustration. Like there's too much tension here. It's almost like, I don't know if this is one or both of you, but wanting to erase all the bad and just be in a peaceful moment with this person, but then realizing that's not possible or it's very difficult to do at this time. Like just because you miss someone, so just because you love someone doesn't make it okay for them to overstep your boundaries. It doesn't make it okay for them to do whatever it is that they want with you. It doesn't make it okay for them to disrespect you or vice versa. Just take it how it resonates. And I see like a lot of like an emotional like outburst or like just a lot of pent up anger and frustration here. And at the end of the day, this is like a chip on somebody's shoulder. But anyways, the hidden truth, what would your person say to you, or what would you say to them? We need to let each other go. The timing just wasn't right. All right, Libra, thank you for watching. Have a great day.